Alright guys, it's been a while since my last video. I had a really long and shitty winter here in Wisconsin. So what I'm going to do today is take these door handles off for painting. Right now this is Plastidip on here, and it's really obnoxious to have Plastidip on these because it just peels up with use. So I'm going to show you guys how to pull these off. Alright, so on the back side of your door, you've got these two little grommets, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, plugs. You can just pop those right out. Alright, and then inside there you have 10mm screws. Okay. Alright, so the thing about taking these apart is you want to be really, really careful. If you drop that thing into the door, you're pretty much screwed. Alright. I'm using a long extension to just kind of make this easier to reach it. So this is where a magnet's going to kind of come in handy if you have one of these. I forget where I got this thing, but probably Amazon. But I can just put this right in. I can pull a screw right out, okay? That way it doesn't end up in the door and you don't end up kicking yourself later. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this second screw here. Something else you probably want is a Torx bit for this. Let's see if I can get it to focus here. But I don't have one on me, so I'm using a screwdriver. Make sure it actually fits in there, otherwise you're gonna strip the shit out of this, okay? All right. All right, so once you have those out, you can kind of push this over just a little bit and start to pull it out. It's hung up on something here. There it goes. All right. Ooh, I think I might have been leaning on my keys there. All right, so from here, ooh, gotta be careful not to scratch the shit out of my paint job, which I think I might have just scratched it. All right, so from here, you're going to disconnect these connectors here. All right, I totally scratched this, but here. This ball needs to come out, and this needs to pop out, which that what you're gonna do is pop this part out of this little metal clip that's holding it in. So I'm gonna do that real quick. So in order to get that out of there, I had to get my fingers around here and behind here. And I had to use both hands, sorry guys, but then you just pull up until it pops out, okay? Then if you pull this up, it'll pop that ball right out of there. All right, removing this yellow part is pretty easy. You're gonna just push up on the yellow part to get it away from that silver part here. Oh. Yeah, if you just pull that off, then that's fine. Then you have to remove these two screws, which you can see mine are pretty fucked up, rusted, just kind of corroded there. So once you remove these screws, you'll be able to remove this wire, and then you'll be able to get your door handle off. All right, so here's where the bitch of this is. If your stuff here is rusted real bad like mine, it won't come apart. You have to get all the way back in there where that blue piece is. You have to disconnect that connector to get this out. Hey, sweet, I'll be able to clean up these edges from when I had my car yellow. Once you have both handles out, you can use 2000 grit sandpaper to scuff them up a bit so that primer will adhere to them better. And if you're creative, you can use a screwdriver to prop the handles open so that makes it easier for painting. This is my car after reassembly. It took about 5 hours from start to finish to get the handles out and get them primered and painted. At one point I had to do a little bit of wet sanding to clean up some spots that got on my handles, but I think they turned out pretty good.